All right, so that concludes the PlayStation 5 reveal event, and I'm sure you're wondering my initial reactions. Well, let's go over a few things. Am I disappointed? No. Am I crazy excited? No. Am I definitely looking forward to the PS5? Yes, 100%. I'm happy with some stuff we've seen, but I do have to say that with this event, there was a lot of filler. Understandably so, because they can't just throw out everything in one show. I understand that. They're planning on saving a lot of things for the second and third. I'm sure they're going to have 2 or 3 separate reveals. I am super happy we got to see the console. That's the one main thing. But I will have to say that with that, I did read that there was a leak before saying that they were not going to show the console at this event and they were going to save that for the second one. And I was skeptical of that, of course. I didn't really do much research into it. I figured I would just wait and see. I didn't want to mention that before it started because definitely anyone watching, I didn't want to get their hopes down, that they wouldn't get to see it. But turns out that was wrong. That's really good. I am definitely going to put out an in-depth review of this conference in the next few days. I'm going to go over it all tonight or tomorrow, and I'm going to put out an in-depth one as well. I'm going to also, of course, upload this too. One thing I do want to say is about these live events, or these events that are pre-recorded and done as a presentation online instead of a live event, like something like E3. The only thing I'm really not a big fan of is the fact that there can be the only fan reaction feedback they're going to get is from online. There's nothing in a crowd where people can display their anticipation and excitement and even frustration if there was a boo, like for when NBA 2K came out. But that's the only thing. I'm not a real big fan of these online presentations because of that. If they had something that was still taped in front of like a live studio audience or something like that, that would be different. I would be totally cool with that. I would love to see that actually instead of just an online presentation. But all in all, I have to say that there was a lot of filler. A lot of these games I really wasn't excited for. I haven't played before. Start to finish, Ratchet and Clank definitely look cool. It's cool to see a new Gran Turismo. It's cool to see a glimpse at the Spider-Man game. Them are all ones I'm excited for, but not super pumped like I am for Horizon. Oh my god, I can't wait for Horizon. That's one game I am super pumped for, and I'm so glad they showed that. Ghostwire, definitely looking forward to that game too. It was cool to see a glimpse into that too, as well as gameplay. Definitely excited about that. Couple games in there that we never seen anything before. The one sci-fi where the one girl's reliving the event and the world's changing. That game was definitely intriguing. The other one at the end where he had the suit on, which kind of reminded me of like Dead Space there for a little bit, just with the mask, kind of looked like a Dead Space artistic style mask, where he ended up on a separate planet, which apparently I'm assuming was the moon. That looks definitely interesting. That's got me intrigued to see what kind of gameplay that was. Resident Evil, once again, so cool. I came out with that video about a leak of Resident Evil Village, and it turned out that was it. It was legit, and so pumped about that. So cool, and so waiting for a new Resident Evil. Definitely excited about that. The presentation itself, they did good. Just gameplay. One thing I have to say is on my list, I had a top 5. I'll throw a card in there for that too, or link it at the end. I was really excited. I wanted to see a lot. I know I had a lot of on that list that I really wanted to see. We didn't get to see like the UI or anything like that. That's okay. Save that for another one. Now, I'm not all that upset that we didn't get to see, but I was hoping to see that. We did get to see a lot of exclusives. Just the fact that a lot of the exclusives that we've seen, there's things I'm really not all that interested in. Some of the indie style games, I'm not a real big fan. I'm not a big indie fan. I respect the games; they're awesome, and I respect the developers and all that. But I just don't put a lot of my time into playing them, unfortunately. But other than that, we got to see a lot of exclusives. We did not get to see a big chunk of gameplay. I was talking like a good 15-minute long chunk of gameplay, just raw gameplay that we could see. That I was really hoping if they would have dug into that with Horizon. Oh my god, that would have been really happy about that. We didn't get to, but at least we did get to see the game. We didn't get the price, but we did get to see that there is 2 separate consoles that are going to be for sale. So that does ease people's minds on it to know that there will be a cheaper option available. I'm assuming, which will be in the probably $100, maybe $50 less range. But I like I said, my prediction that the PS5 is still going to cost $500. Maybe they'll sell the all digital edition for $400. I'm not sure if the digital edition is going to have all them accessories, but the way that they presented it, I assume that they will. And I will say that the bundle that is coming with the PlayStation that's awesome. It will come with a charging dock and all that good stuff that usually you have to buy from third party, which I hate buying third party accessories for something like that. But I'm really happy to see that Sony did include all that stuff with the bundle. That's really good, but that has me also worried that they're going to come out with this price tag like $600 for it because they're throwing in all that extra stuff. If they can keep all that bundle at a $500 price point for the the one with the optical drive in it, amazing. But this has me worried that the one with the optical drive in is going to cost $600 now. And they're going to put the all digital out at $500 now because it comes with all that good stuff on the side. We'll see what they do, but that's my initial reaction to that. Other than that, I mean, the presentation was great. See a brief glimpse of developers, some brief looks at games. It was just games, and then we got to finally see some hardware at the end. All in all, I'm going to say I give the presentation everything I'd have to say. I'm saying somewhere in between a B and a C. I want to say a C plus, leading into a B, because we did get the glimpse. We got to see the console. We still didn't get to see the price. There was a lot. We get to see a lot of games. We didn't get to see a raw chunk of games. We did get to see the console, but we didn't get to see the price. All that stuff kind of contributes into a middle. It was all right down the middle, everything with this. So a C rating, split right down the middle, sounds like a good rating to me for this presentation because we did get to see some stuff. They did leave out a lot. But understandably so because there's going to be other presentations. But for this one, I still got to go right down the middle and go with the C on this, which is definitely better than Microsoft's gameplay reveal, which was definitely in the D area or lower. Yeah. But anyways, all in all, I'm happy about this presentation. I'm happy with some of the games that we did get to see. Most of all, I'm happy we got to see the console. And most of all, I am definitely happy with the console design. I like the white. I like the fact that they went white. It's something different. That white with that blue LED is going to stand out so nice in people's living rooms and on your shelves. It's going to look so cool, I think. And I'm really excited to get my hands on the DualSense controller. Super happy about some of these games that they showed, some of these exclusive games. Sony's always been amazing with exclusive games. And the fact that we got to see a bunch of them in this presentation was cool. So I'm going to go with a C on this presentation. I'm going to throw this at the end of this live stream event that I revealed. And I'm also, keep in mind, I'm going to come out with a separate in-depth review of this presentation. That'll do it for today, everybody. I might even post this separate from the gameplay event all in one, so you can watch this separately from the whole entire gameplay event in case you just want to get my reaction to the entire reveal. And I'll include this with the hour-long presentation as well. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Such a good moment in gaming. So happy to be a gamer at this point in time. Awesome. So happy for the next generation. One of the best times in your life is the coming of a next generation of consoles. It just gets you super excited. Even as a PC owner and PC game player, the next generation of consoles just always gets you excited, and all this going on in the industry. So with that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in. If everybody watched this entire video all the way through, I love you to death. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this with me and spending your time with me. There's a good old puppy in the background. He thanks you too. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and you all take care and be well and enjoy the time in between that we get to discuss these games between now and the next event that Sony has coming for us. So thank you guys. Take care.